Learning Objective 5 is all about preparing interim statements. So this is going to be regarding our financial statements. So financial statements are prepared during the fiscal year for periods of less than 12 months. So when it comes to a lot of times they will run them monthly or quarterly just so that they can provide up-to-date information about what's going on in their operations, or with sometimes some of their information that they're submitting, they may choose to do that as well. So something just to kind of keep in mind is making sure that you understand that these financial statements are used to show how the business is doing or things that maybe need to be changed and everything. So interim statements, so you can see here, we have our, like when they would run them, so you, or the period for them. So like you can see we have four, for the first quarter, we have an income statement at the end of each month, and it shows that that's for each period of the month. And then the balance sheets are done at that ending date, so that at the end of that month. You can also go, if you would like to, you could go for 2 months ended, or 3 months ended, or go to that full quarter and do for 4 months ended. It kind of depends on how you want to break down your business or what you're necessarily looking at. You may start month to month, and then you might get into your yearlies of business and you, or multiple years of business, and you go and say, I'm just going to do one every quarter. Then that way you would break, it'd be less and less, or you would have less and less statements going in that you're going to look at. So for the practice exercise, so a pretty quick learning objective, but the fiscal period does not end on June 30th, but rather December 31st. So then use the information from practice exercise 2 to complete an interim balance sheet for that. So then that's where you find that your financial statements that you're doing during the term are going to be that interim. They're not necessarily your official for the full year. You're just looking at just for those months or your quarters that you do them for. So for instance, here's your example. And again, this is in your book. If you have any questions over this chapter, just let me know. We don't focus on the financial statement side. We focus more on the worksheet and closing entries and adjusting entries in our chapter 4-5. So let me know if you have any questions.